A gentle, rainy, sleepy tale. Good evening, my friend. Tonight, let us step into a world that feels as soft and soothing as a blanket of mist. Close your eyes, let your body sink into the comfort of where you rest, and imagine yourself in a small, cozy cabin tucked away in the heart of an ancient forest. Outside, a gentle rain begins to fall. The droplets tap lightly on the wooden roof above, a rhythmic patter that feels like the earth itself is singing a lullaby just for you. Each drop falls with purpose, dancing on the leaves, trickling down the glass panes of the window, and blending into the cool, damp soil of the forest floor. Inside the cabin, the air is warm and inviting. A soft amber glow from a lantern flickers on the walls, casting lazy shadows that sway with the flames. You're wrapped in a soft quilt, its weight a gentle reassurance that tonight is a night of rest. A crackling fire in the stone hearth hums softly, sending waves of warmth through the room, like a hug from an old friend. Beyond the window, the forest is alive but not busy. The rain washes over the trees, feeding their roots and soothing their branches, as though nature itself is winding down for the night. The scent of wet pine and fresh earth fills the air, carried in by the softest of breezes through the slightly open window. It's clean, crisp and grounding, like the promise of new beginnings after a gentle storm. Take a deep breath now, slowly, deeply. Let the scent of rain and the sound of the fire lull you into stillness. Let your mind follow the droplets as they fall, one by one, onto the leaves and the moss below. Each sound is a small reminder that the world is in no rush. The rain falls because it must, but there is no hurry. There is no urgency, only peace. You notice a rocking chair by the fire. It creaks faintly as it sways back and forth, back and forth. Perhaps you imagine yourself sitting there wrapped in your quilt, listening to the rain, as if it's telling you a story older than time. You don't need to know the words. The rain speaks in feelings, in peace, in rest, in calm. Now the rhythm of the rain slows, just slightly. It's as though the earth is whispering for you to let go. Let your thoughts melt away like the rain soaking into the earth. There's nothing you need to hold on to, nothing you need to solve right now. Outside, the forest sighs, settling into its own sleep. The trees stand tall, the leaves glistening under the soft moonlight breaking through the clouds. The rain is softer now, almost a memory. But its melody lingers, a final kiss goodnight. And as you lie here in this moment between wakefulness and sleep, let the rain take you deeper. Let the fire's warmth hold you, and the rocking chair sway you gently into the arms of dreams. You are safe, you are warm, and you are exactly where you're meant to be. Sleep well, my friend. The rain will keep its watch tonight. There is something profoundly calming about nature. It has a way of reaching into our minds and bodies, softening the edges of our thoughts, and carrying us into a peaceful, almost timeless state. The natural world, in all its simplicity, offers us a deep sense of relaxation, something that no amount of technology or artificial convenience can replicate. Among nature's many gifts, the sound of a gentle rain is perhaps one of the most universally soothing. It is a sound that seems to speak directly to the soul, calming the mind and easing the body into rest. Imagine for a moment standing outside during a gentle rain. The soft patter of droplets against your skin is cool and refreshing. It is a delicate touch, as though nature itself is offering you a moment of serenity, a pause from the demands of daily life. The rhythmic sound of rain as it falls upon the earth is not just something you hear, it's something you feel. It moves through the air, touching your ears, your body, your thoughts. It's almost as if the rain has a rhythm of its own, a natural cadence that mirrors the steady beating of your heart. As each drop falls, one after another, you begin to feel a sense of calmness wash over you. There is no rush, no urgency in the rain's descent. It's a slow, deliberate process, much like the steady pace of your breath. The soothing power of rain lies in its gentle consistency. Unlike the harsh, sudden sounds we often encounter in modern life, traffic, machines, voices competing for attention, the rain does not demand. It merely is. It falls softly, creating a gentle hum in the background. The sound is constant yet never overwhelming, like a lullaby that slowly cradles you into a state of relaxation. As the rain continues its descent, the world around you seems to quiet down. The loud, jarring sounds of human activity fade away, and for a few moments, all that remains is the soft, continuous murmur of the rain. This quietude invites a deep sense of peace, allowing your mind to let go of its constant chatter. Nature's ability to soothe us is not limited to just the rain. The air, the trees, the earth all contribute to the calming effect of the environment. When you breathe in the fresh air that follows a rainstorm, you can almost feel the weight of the day lifting off your shoulders. The air becomes cleaner and more invigorating, as if nature itself is providing a refreshing cleanse. The earthy scent that rises from the wet soil is both grounding and revitalizing. It is a reminder that life is cyclical, that after the rain, the earth will flourish once again. The scent is pure, simple, and refreshing, reminding you to let go of anything that has built up within you. The trees, their leaves now glistening with droplets of water, stand tall and quiet, their branches swaying ever so slightly in the breeze. They too seem to be resting, taking a pause in the rhythm of life. It's as if the entire forest is in sync with the rainfall, breathing together, moving together, existing in a perfect balance. There is a profound sense of peace in this natural symphony. Everything seems to be in its place, moving at its own pace without the need for haste or interruption. The rain doesn't hurry, the trees don't rush to grow, the air doesn't rush to clay. Everything happens naturally in its own time. It is this sense of effortless existence that we are often starved of in our daily lives. We live in a world that values productivity and efficiency, where the relentless pursuit of goals can sometimes overshadow our need for rest and relaxation. But when we immerse ourselves in nature, whether it's the sound of rain, the sight of a quiet forest, or the feel of cool earth beneath our feet, we are reminded that there is value in simply being. In nature, there is no pressure to do anything. The rain falls because it must, the trees grow because they are meant to, and the air moves because that is its natural rhythm. And in this simplicity there is comfort, there is peace, there is relaxation. The rain offers another kind of relaxation, one that goes beyond the mind and reaches into the body. The rhythmic sound of the rain has been shown to have a calming effect on our nervous system. It slows the brain waves, easing us into a relaxed state. This is why rain is often associated with sleep. The soft, consistent patter of rain acts like a gentle cue to the body to relax, to let go of the tension accumulated throughout the day. It's as if the rain provides permission for our muscles to loosen, our breath to slow, and our thoughts to fade into the background. Our bodies are naturally attuned to the rhythms of the natural world. We are born of this earth and its rhythms are the same as our own. When we listen to the rain, we reconnect with something deep within ourselves, something primal and timeless. It's not just the sound of rain that brings relaxation, it's the atmosphere it creates. When the rain falls, the world seems to slow down. People walk a little slower, speak a little softer. Cars pass by with their headlights casting a soft glow on the wet streets. The rain creates a kind of collective pause, an invitation for everyone to slow down, to be present in the moment. In this stillness, we can feel our own pace slow as well. The world outside may be moving at its usual speed, but for those few moments when the rain falls, time seems to stretch out. We are no longer caught in the rush of the day, we are simply here, in the present, in this moment. It is a moment of peace, of calm, and of rest. Perhaps one of the most beautiful things about nature's ability to relax us is that it is always available. The rain doesn't ask for permission to fall, nor does it require any special conditions. It simply is. And when we need it most, when the world becomes too noisy, too busy, too overwhelming, nature is there to remind us of the simple pleasures that exist all around us. The rain, the trees, the air, they are always present, waiting for us to pause, to take a breath, and to reconnect with them. And when we do, when we allow ourselves to be immersed in the natural world, we can find a sense of relaxation that is deeper than any artificial remedy. In a world that often pulls us in every direction, nature's ability to offer relaxation is a gift. The rain, in its gentle consistency, invites us to let go, to rest, and to simply be. It reminds us that we are a part of something greater, something timeless and ever-present. The next time you hear the soft sound of rain tapping against your window, take a moment to close your eyes, to breathe, and to listen. Let the rhythm of the rain wash over you. Let the world slow down for a while, and allow yourself to sink into the relaxation that nature so freely offers. Comfort and safety are fundamental needs in human existence, often taken for granted but deeply desired when they are absent. These two elements play an essential role in our emotional and physical well-being, providing the foundation for growth, rest, and peace. Comfort is more than just a physical sensation. It extends into the emotional and psychological realms, offering reassurance, warmth, and tranquility. Safety, on the other hand, provides a sense of security, helping us feel grounded and protected from harm. Together, they create an environment where we can truly relax, let go of stress, and find a space to just be. To understand the significance of comfort and safety, we must first recognize how essential they are to human functioning. As much as we may strive for achievement, success, or adventure, it is in moments of stillness, of retreat, that we truly recharge. Think about a time when you felt overwhelmed, anxious, or uncertain. What did you long for in those moments? For many, the answer is comfort and safety, a familiar space, a calming presence, or a routine that brings ease to the mind and body. Comfort and safety do not simply appear in the absence of danger. They are experienced in the moments where we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to rest, and to trust in the world around us. Comfort and safety are not confined to physical spaces. They also extend into the relationships we build. A person who makes you feel safe, understood, and valued is a gift. Someone who listens without judgment, provides support when needed, and respects your boundaries. Emotional comfort, like physical comfort, is about creating an environment where you can relax and be yourself. When you are with someone who offers emotional safety, you can speak freely, express vulnerability, and share your fears and dreams without fear of ridicule or rejection. This type of safety nurtures trust and strengthens relationships, allowing both parties to grow and thrive in a space of mutual respect and understanding. The role of comfort and safety extends to the very essence of how we approach the world. When we feel safe and comfortable, we can approach challenges and uncertainties with a sense of resilience. We are not paralyzed by fear or overwhelmed by anxiety. Instead, we are able to face the unknown with a calm mind, knowing that we have a solid foundation to return to when things get tough. This foundation may come in the form of a safe home, a supportive community, or a personal sense of inner peace and stability. Safety is often most apparent in moments of vulnerability. In these times, we are reminded of the importance of protection, of being surrounded by people or spaces that shield us from harm. When we are grieving or facing personal struggles, we seek out safe places and comforting environments to help us navigate the emotional turbulence. A comforting embrace, a soft word, or even the simple act of someone sitting with us in silence can be incredibly healing. It is in these moments of vulnerability that we often find the deepest sense of safety, the knowledge that we are not alone, that we are being cared for, and that the world, at least for a moment, is a safe place to rest. Comfort is also deeply tied to familiarity. The more familiar a space or a routine becomes, the more comfort it provides. A favorite spot in a home, a ritual at the end of the day, a particular way of preparing for bed, all of these small details create a sense of stability. In times of uncertainty or stress, it is the familiar that grounds us. Familiarity is not about being stagnant or avoiding change, rather, it is about creating spaces where we can consistently return to a sense of well-being. These familiar spaces act as anchors, helping us remain centered even in the midst of chaos. Safety, however, does not mean the absence of risk. It does not mean living in a bubble, avoiding challenges, or isolating ourselves from the world. Safety, when understood correctly, is about having the inner strength and resilience to face challenges head-on, knowing that we have a place to return to for rest and healing. It is about building a support system that can carry us through the difficult moments and a sense of self-assurance that allows us to navigate the uncertainties of life. True safety is not the absence of danger, but the presence of a sense of trust and assurance that no matter what happens, we will be okay. When we feel safe and comfortable, we are more likely to be our authentic selves. There is no need for pretense or masks when we are in a space that accepts us for who we are. We do not have to constantly strive for approval or validation, we can simply be. This authenticity is incredibly freeing. It allows us to express ourselves freely, pursue our passions, and engage with the world in a way that is true to our values and desires. When we feel comfortable in our own skin, we can navigate life with greater confidence and clarity. As we age, the need for comfort and safety does not diminish. In fact, it often becomes more pronounced. The body may become frailer and the world around us may change, but the desire for a comforting, safe environment remains constant. As we move through different stages of life, we seek out the same simple pleasures, warmth, familiarity, security that we sought in our younger years. Whether it's the comfort of a home, the safety of a supportive community, or the peace that comes with knowing we are loved and valued, these elements are timeless. They offer us a sense of stability as we navigate the various transitions that life brings. Comfort and safety also play a role in our ability to make decisions and take risks. When we feel safe and comfortable, we are more likely to step outside our comfort zones, take on new challenges, and explore unfamiliar territory. It is when we feel grounded that we can take calculated risks, knowing that we have a solid base to return to if things don't go as planned. Without comfort and safety, we may find ourselves hesitant, fearful, or overwhelmed by the possibilities. But with them, we can embrace life's uncertainties with courage, knowing that we have the resilience and support to handle whatever comes our way. Ultimately, comfort and safety are not luxuries, they are necessities. They are the foundations upon which we build our lives. They allow us to be present in the world, to engage with others, and to take on life's challenges with confidence. Without comfort and safety, we are like ships without anchors, drifting aimlessly in a sea of uncertainty. But with them, we are grounded, centered, and able to navigate the ever-changing tides of life with peace and assurance. They provide us with the strength to face the world, the space to heal when we need it, and the security to explore the unknown with a sense of calm and resilience. The rhythm of the rain is a symphony of nature, composed of countless tiny droplets that fall in perfect harmony, each one creating a soft, soothing sound. There is something deeply calming and grounding about the sound of rain as it taps against windows, the ground, and rooftops, bringing a sense of peace and tranquility to the world. It is a rhythm that is familiar to us, one that resonates within our hearts and minds, gently lulling us into a state of relaxation. The sound of rain is not just a simple noise, it is a reminder of the world's natural cycles, of the ebb and flow of life, and of the timeless connection we share with the earth. When the rain begins to fall, there is often a moment of stillness that precedes it. The air grows heavier, the sky darkens, and the world seems to pause in anticipation. Then the first droplets hit the ground, followed by a soft patter that gradually builds into a steady rhythm. This sound, the gentle tap, tap, tap of raindrops against various surfaces, becomes a lullaby for the senses. It is a sound that fills the space with a comforting presence, enveloping us in a gentle embrace. The rhythm of the rain is not chaotic or intrusive, it is consistent, predictable, and steady like a heartbeat. It has a natural flow that brings order to the world around us, calming our minds and soothing our souls. As the rain continues, its rhythm becomes a part of the background of our lives. The sound can be heard from inside our homes, from our cars, or as we walk along the streets. It is a reminder that the world is constantly in motion, yet there is a sense of stability in the rain's rhythm. It is a sound that never grows tiring, never becomes overwhelming. In fact, the longer we listen, the more we are drawn into its comforting embrace. The rhythm of the rain has the power to quiet the noise of our thoughts, allowing us to find a space of stillness within ourselves. It helps us slow down, take a deep breath, and reconnect with the present moment. In many ways, the rhythm of the rain mirrors the rhythms of our own lives. Like the rain, life is full of patterns, moments of calm followed by bursts of energy, times of stillness followed by periods of growth and movement. The rain's rhythm is a reminder that life is not always about constant forward motion. There are moments when we need to slow down, to rest, to allow ourselves to simply be. Just as the rain nurtures the earth, providing it with the moisture it needs to flourish, we too must nurture ourselves, taking time to recharge and replenish. The rhythm of the rain teaches us that growth is not always about action and effort. Sometimes it is about allowing things to unfold naturally at their own pace. The sound of rain can also be a deeply emotional experience. For many, the rhythm of the rain evokes feelings of nostalgia, a longing for simpler times or a connection to the past. Perhaps it reminds us of childhood days spent playing outside in the rain, or of quiet afternoons spent curled up inside with a book, listening to the rain fall outside. It may bring to mind moments of reflection or contemplation, times when we have sought solace in the gentle sound of rain as it taps against our windows. The rhythm of the rain has the ability to awaken memories and emotions, allowing us to tap into a deeper layer of our consciousness. It invites us to pause, to reflect, and to be present with our feelings. There is also a sense of renewal in the rain's rhythm. As the rain falls, it cleanses the air, refreshes the earth, and nourishes the plants and trees that rely on it for sustenance. The rhythm of the rain reminds us that even in times of challenge or difficulty, there is always the potential for renewal. Just as the earth is revitalized by the rain, we too can find renewal in our own lives. The rain encourages us to let go of what no longer serves us, to release the past, and to allow ourselves to be replenished by the present moment. In this way, the rhythm of the rain becomes a symbol of hope and renewal, a reminder that no matter what we face, there is always the possibility of growth and transformation. The rain's rhythm is not only soothing, but it also has the ability to connect us with the world around us. As we listen to the rain, we become attuned to the natural world. We can hear the changes in the sound as the rain intensifies or softens, as it strikes different surfaces in different ways. The rhythm of the rain draws our attention to the beauty of the world, inviting us to slow down and notice the small details that we might otherwise overlook. It helps us cultivate a sense of mindfulness, encouraging us to be present with our surroundings. In this way, the rhythm of the rain becomes a gateway to deeper connection, both with ourselves and with the world around us. The way the rain falls, sometimes softly, other times in torrents, also reflects the complexity of human emotions. Just as the rain's rhythm can shift, so too can our emotions fluctuate. At times our hearts and minds may feel light and peaceful, like a gentle drizzle, while at other times we may feel overwhelmed, like a heavy downpour. The rain's rhythm reminds us that our emotions are not static, they are ever-changing, ebbing and flowing like the tides. It encourages us to accept the full range of our emotional experiences, knowing that, like the rain, they too will pass. Just as the rain eventually stops, so too will our difficult emotions eventually subside, making way for clarity and peace. The rain's rhythm also has the power to inspire creativity. The gentle sound of rain can open up space in our minds, allowing our thoughts to flow more freely. It is no wonder that many people find that their most creative ideas come to them during or after a rainstorm. The rain provides a backdrop for contemplation, reflection, and inspiration. It quiets the mind's distractions, making room for fresh ideas to emerge. The rhythm of the rain encourages us to embrace stillness and to listen to the whispers of our own creativity. In the calm of the rain's rhythm, we may discover new perspectives, solutions to problems, or insights into our own lives. For those who seek solace in solitude, the rhythm of the rain offers a comforting companion. There is a sense of safety and security in the sound of rain, as though the world outside is cocooned in a protective layer. When we are alone, The rain becomes a gentle reminder that we are not truly alone, that nature is with us, offering its rhythm as a companion to our thoughts. The rain's rhythm becomes a symbol of presence, of being grounded in the here and now. It invites us to embrace our solitude, to find peace in our own company, and to reconnect with ourselves in a way that is both nurturing and supportive. The rhythm of the rain also connects us to the greater cycles of life. Rain is part of a natural process, one that begins with the gathering of moisture in the clouds, followed by the release of that moisture in the form of rain, and then the renewal of the earth. This cycle is repeated over and over again, creating a pattern that sustains life on earth. The rain's rhythm reminds us of the cyclical nature of existence, of the constant ebb and flow of life. It encourages us to trust in the rhythms of our own lives, to understand that there are seasons of growth, of rest, and of change. Just as the rain comes and goes, so too do the different stages of life. The rhythm of the rain teaches us to embrace these natural cycles, and to trust that each phase has its purpose. In the end, the rhythm of the rain is more than just a sound. It is a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things, of the natural world's rhythms, and of our own inner rhythms. It is a lullaby for the soul, a soothing presence that invites us to slow down, to be present, and to find peace in the simplicity of nature's melody. Whether it falls softly or heavily, whether it lulls us to sleep or wakes us with its intensity, the rhythm of the rain is a powerful force that connects us to the world and to ourselves, offering comfort, renewal, and a deep sense of calm. The release of tension is a deeply transformative experience, a vital aspect of maintaining mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Tension is a natural part of life, a byproduct of stress, worry, and the demands of our busy, fast-paced world. It accumulates within us over time, like a weight that grows heavier with each passing day. This tension can manifest in various ways in tight muscles, racing thoughts, shallow breathing, or a sense of unease. Yet, just as tension builds, it can also be released, offering relief, clarity, and peace. The process of releasing tension is an essential tool for living a balanced and harmonious life. It allows us to reset, to return to a state of calm, and to reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. At the heart of releasing tension is the understanding that tension is often an unconscious response to external or internal stimuli. Our bodies, minds, and emotions are constantly interacting with the environment. Stress from work, relationships, financial concerns, and personal challenges can all contribute to the buildup of tension. But tension is not just a result of external pressures. Often it is our inner dialogue, our thoughts and perceptions that create the tightness we feel. Worries about the future, regrets from the past, and self-criticism all play a part in holding us in a state of tension. This mental and emotional pressure takes a toll on our bodies, causing muscles to tighten, our posture to stiffen, and our breath to become shallow. The process of releasing tension begins with awareness. The first step is recognizing that tension exists within us. Often we go through life unaware of the strain we carry in our bodies and minds. We may feel discomfort but are unsure of its source. By tuning into our bodies and being mindful of our feelings, we can begin to notice where tension is stored. It might be in our shoulders, our neck, our jaw, or our lower back. Perhaps it manifests in the way we hold our breath, as we unconsciously take shallow, quick breaths instead of deep, calming ones. By becoming aware of where tension is stored, we can begin to consciously release it. One of the most effective ways to release physical tension is through deep breathing. When we are tense, our breath becomes restricted and shallow. We often breathe from the chest rather than the diaphragm, which causes the body to stay in a state of fight or flight. Deep breathing, on the other hand, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and a sense of calm. To release tension through breath, begin by taking a deep inhale through the nose, allowing your belly to expand rather than your chest. Hold the breath for a few moments, and then slowly exhale through the mouth, releasing any tension or discomfort with the breath. This simple practice of deep breathing sends a signal to the body that it is safe to relax, that the time for stress and tension is over. With each breath, the body becomes more grounded, and the muscles begin to loosen, creating a sense of lightness and ease. Physical movement is another powerful tool for releasing tension. Our bodies are designed to move, and when we fail to move regularly, tension builds up, Sitting for long periods of time, poor posture, and lack of physical activity all contribute to muscle tightness and discomfort. Engaging in gentle movement, such as stretching, yoga, or even walking, helps release the physical tension stored in the body. Movement encourages blood flow, allowing the muscles to loosen and the body to feel more open. Stretching, in particular, is an excellent way to release tension in specific areas of the body. For example, stretching the neck and shoulders can relieve tightness from stress, while stretching the back can ease discomfort caused by prolonged sitting. Yoga, with its focus on breath and movement, is particularly effective in promoting relaxation and the release of tension. Each pose is designed to open the body and release built-up tension, while the mindful breathing that accompanies the movements helps soothe the nervous system. In addition to physical practices, mental and emotional techniques can also be used to release tension. Often tension is not just physical but psychological. Our minds can become trapped in cycles of worry, fear, and overthinking. These mental patterns create a constant state of tension in the body, even if we are not consciously aware of it. To release this mental tension, it is important to practice techniques that quiet the mind and create space for stillness. Meditation is one such practice. By sitting in silence and focusing on the breath, we can begin to release the thoughts that create mental tension. Meditation encourages us to let go of the need to control our thoughts and simply observe them without judgment. As we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of the thoughts that contribute to tension and can let them go, allowing the mind to rest. This mental stillness extends to the body, releasing tension not just in the muscles but in the nervous system as well. Visualization is another technique that can help release tension. By imagining a peaceful, calming scene such as a tranquil beach or a quiet forest, we can guide the mind and body into a state of relaxation. Visualization works by engaging the imagination, creating a vivid mental image that induces feelings of calm. The brain responds to these mental images as if they are real, triggering a relaxation response in the body. As you visualize a peaceful scene, you may notice your breath slowing, your muscles loosening, and your mind becoming more at ease. Visualization can be a powerful way to release tension, as it helps shift the focus away from stresses and toward a sense of peace and tranquility. Releasing tension also requires a willingness to let go of control. We live in a world that often encourages us to be in control of everything: our schedules, our outcomes, and even our emotions. This need for control can create a constant state of tension. The more we try to control, the more we fight against the natural flow of life, which can lead to feelings of frustration and stress. Releasing tension involves surrendering the need for control and allowing things to unfold naturally. It means accepting that not everything is within our control, and that's okay. Trusting in the process of life and letting go of the need to manage every detail can bring about a profound sense of relaxation and ease. In this space of surrender, tension begins to melt away, and we can experience life as it is, without the constant pressure to shape or mold it. Nature itself is a powerful ally in the process of releasing tension. Spending time outdoors, surrounded by the sights, sounds, and smells of nature, can have a profound impact on our well-being. Whether it is a walk through the forest, a day at the beach, or simply sitting in a park, nature has the ability to ground us and help release tension. The natural world operates in a rhythmic flow, much like our own bodies. The wind rustles through the trees, birds sing, and water flows in streams or waves. These sounds are deeply soothing to the human psyche, helping to calm the mind and release tension. The act of being in nature reminds us of our connection to the earth and to all living things. It helps us step away from the noise of everyday life and return to a state of balance and harmony. Tension, both physical and emotional, can also be released through the practice of self-care. Taking time to nurture oneself is an important aspect of tension release. Whether it is a warm bath, a good book, a relaxing massage, or simply resting, self-care allows us to give ourselves the care and attention we deserve. It is an act of kindness toward ourselves, a way of acknowledging our needs and giving ourselves permission to relax. Self-care is not indulgence, it is a necessary part of maintaining balance and well-being. By engaging in self-care, we signal to our bodies and minds that it is okay to rest, to let go of stress, and to simply be. The release of tension is a process, not an event. It requires patience, mindfulness, and a willingness to listen to the body and mind. The more we practice techniques for releasing tension, the easier it becomes to find relaxation in our daily lives. Whether through breath, movement, meditation, visualization, or simply taking time for self-care, there are countless ways to let go of the tension we carry. It is a continual journey of self-awareness and self-compassion. As we release tension, we create space for clarity, peace, and vitality. By making the release of tension a priority, we can navigate the challenges of life with greater ease, resilience, and a sense of calm. The transition into sleep is one of the most profound and mysterious processes the body and mind undergo. It is a natural journey that takes us from a state of wakefulness to a state of rest, where our bodies can rejuvenate and our minds can process the events of the day. In a world filled with distractions, stress, and constant stimulation, the transition into sleep has become increasingly difficult for many people. The ability to move smoothly from the active state of wakefulness to the restful state of sleep is crucial for both our physical and mental health. It is during this transition that we are given the opportunity to release the pressures of the day and surrender ourselves to the healing power of rest. The process of transitioning into sleep begins long before we actually close our eyes. It starts with the awareness that sleep is not just a passive state, but an active one that requires preparation. Our bodies, like a finely tuned instrument, need time to adjust from the demands of the day to the quiet stillness of the night. This shift involves physical, mental, and emotional changes that allow us to fully embrace the rest we need. It is a gradual process, one that cannot be rushed or forced, but instead must unfold naturally. One of the first steps in the transition to sleep is creating an environment that promotes relaxation. The space we sleep in plays a significant role in how easily we can let go of the day's stresses and drift into slumber. A calming environment is essential for a smooth transition. The room should be quiet, cool, and dark, allowing the body to feel safe and secure. In a dark room, the brain begins to produce melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. Without darkness, the body may struggle to release the hormones needed for rest. Reducing noise, whether it be from a television, loud conversations, or external traffic sounds, can also help the body feel at ease. Silence or soft, soothing sounds like nature noises or gentle music can signal to the brain that it is time to wind down and prepare for sleep. Along with environmental factors, the physical body needs specific cues to transition from wakefulness to sleep. Our bodies follow a natural rhythm, known as the circadian rhythm, which is influenced by the cycle of day and night. As the evening progresses, the body naturally begins to prepare for rest. The temperature of the body drops and muscles begin to relax. This physiological shift is essential for falling asleep. However, the body needs time to make these changes, and rushing into sleep can disrupt this delicate process. Engaging in relaxing activities before bed can help ease the body into its natural rhythm. A warm bath or shower, for example, can lower the body's temperature once the water is turned off, signaling to the body that it's time to rest. Stretching or light yoga can also promote the relaxation of muscles, releasing any lingering tension from the day. Equally important in the transition to sleep is the mental shift that must occur. Our minds are often filled with thoughts, worries, and to-do lists that make it difficult to relax. In the final hours of the day, it can feel impossible to stop thinking about the things we need to do tomorrow or the problems we encountered during the day. This mental activity prevents the mind from winding down and can interfere with the smooth transition into sleep. To make this transition easier, it is helpful to engage in activities that calm the mind. Reading a book, journaling, or engaging in light meditation can all help the mind prepare for rest. One of the most effective techniques for calming the mind is mindfulness, or focused attention on the present moment. Instead of worrying about what happened earlier in the day or what may come tomorrow, mindfulness encourages focusing on the present, whether that be through breathing, listening to the sounds around us, or simply appreciating the sensations of the body as it settles into bed. This practice allows the mind to let go of the endless cycle of thoughts and create space for peaceful, restful sleep. Breathing is another important aspect of transitioning into sleep. Deep, slow, and deliberate breathing can help the body and mind relax and shift away from the stress of the day. When we are anxious or stressed, our breath becomes shallow and rapid, which signals to the body that we are in a state of alertness. By consciously slowing the breath and focusing on deep inhales and exhales, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the body's relaxation response. This shift in the nervous system allows the body to begin to unwind, making it easier to transition into sleep. Breathing exercises such as the 4-7-8 technique, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, and exhale for 8 counts can be particularly helpful for quieting the mind and signaling the body that it is time for rest. As the body becomes more relaxed, the mind follows, and sleep becomes more accessible. The role of light in the transition to sleep cannot be overlooked. Our bodies are highly sensitive to light, particularly the blue light emitted by screens. Exposure to blue light before bed can interfere with the production of melatonin, making it harder for the body to fall asleep. This is why it is recommended to avoid screens such as phones, computers, or televisions at least an hour before bed. Instead, dimming the lights and replacing screen time with more calming activities can help the body prepare for sleep. Light exposure in the morning, on the other hand, is important for regulating the circadian rhythm and ensuring that the body stays aligned with the natural cycle of day and night. By controlling light exposure, we can support the body's natural rhythm and improve the transition into restful sleep. The emotional aspect of the transition to sleep is just as important as the physical and mental aspects. Often the worries and stresses of the day linger long after we physically stop working. These lingering emotions can interfere with the ability to fall asleep, as they create an undercurrent of anxiety or unrest. One way to release these emotions is through reflection. Journaling about the events of the day, writing down thoughts and feelings, and expressing gratitude can help the mind process the emotions of the day and let go of any lingering stress. Acknowledging and expressing emotions before bed allows the body and mind to release emotional tension, making it easier to move into a state of relaxation. A consistent routine of emotional release and reflection can help create a peaceful transition into sleep, allowing us to rest without carrying the weight of unresolved emotions. Another key factor in the transition to sleep is the establishment of a bedtime routine. Just as a baby needs a bedtime ritual to signal that it's time to sleep, adults also benefit from creating a routine that helps signal to the brain that it's time to wind down. This routine can be simple, such as reading a book, drinking a warm cup of herbal tea, or practicing deep breathing exercises. The important thing is consistency. By performing the same activities each night, the brain begins to associate these actions with the transition to sleep. Over time, the body learns that these activities signal that it's time to rest, making it easier to relax and fall asleep. It's also essential to understand that the transition to sleep is a process that cannot be rushed. Just as a flower slowly closes its petals as night falls, the body needs time to relax and shift from a state of activity to rest. This process requires patience, and forcing sleep or expecting immediate results can lead to frustration and anxiety. Instead, it is better to embrace the process and allow it to unfold naturally. If sleep does not come immediately, practicing relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, visualization, or focusing on the sensations of the body can help facilitate the transition. Over time, with consistent effort and attention, the body and mind will become more attuned to the natural rhythm of sleep, and the transition will become smoother and more effortless. The transition into sleep is a deeply personal experience, shaped by individual habits, routines, and environments. However, the key elements of a calm, gradual shift from wakefulness to rest remain constant, creating a peaceful environment, calming the mind, relaxing the body, and practicing mindfulness and breathing techniques. By honoring this process, we can improve not only the quality of our sleep but also our overall well-being. Sleep is not just a time to rest, it is an opportunity for renewal, healing, and restoration. When we allow ourselves the time and space to transition into sleep with intention and care, we are better equipped to face the challenges of the day ahead, fully rested, refreshed, and restored.